Welcome, headbangers, to the Metal Block. Here is your host, Eric.
All the fucking bombs are going off, man.
Yeah.
Like my cheap sound effects.
You usually do it like.
Oh yeah, with my
like
mouth.
The last video, remember? And I like how you have the audience where they're going up and down, and you're like,
oh yeah, the audience is just now.
Cool.
Yeah, the audience is just now coming into the room. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, Tony's here, man. Tony F. Court from Post-Mortem Superstar. On this very special episode, we're talking about black metal. Black metal. Give me your best black metal, Tony. What's your black metal voice? You have a black metal voice and a death metal voice. You got all the different.
Yeah, I actually do. It's just I might scare my roommates here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We don't want to. I don't want to be screaming, They'll be knocking on the door and shit.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah, we can. I'm trying to say the F word too much if we're going to be on YouTube because apparently YouTube has like a thing where they catch. But I've said that. I always somehow say frickin' all the time. I don't know. Like,
what about shit? That's okay? Or you can't say that?
Shit's okay. I don't know where I got the word frickin' from. I always get the word frickin'. But how you been, man? It's been 35 years since we formed the band Willow Wisp, and then it's been about 15 years since we've seen each other face to face, but we still talk on Facebook and everything.
We formed the band in late '84.
Yeah, late '84 is when you asked me to.
That's been how long? '84 and I wrote 2014. Dude, that's been coming up on 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years. That's what I was saying. So, which we'll talk about that
40
documentary.
Years, man.
40 years.
Holy shit.
With 3 albums out.
No, I can't help but say holy shit, dude. Just putting that in perspective, 40 years, dude. That's like almost half a century. That's insane.
That's crazy, right?
But we're still here, like we look good. And we're still making good music. Like
we're still creative. That's the thing. I always tell people this. It's like, you know what? I don't care if I've made money or not. Or to me, it's not about being like rich and famous. It's about what you did with it. And like, because obviously we touch people. Like I still get people nowadays saying, oh yeah, like they'll find me on Facebook. I remember you guys, and I still have that. I still have that CD and whatever. It's like, to me, that's making it. Like if you could touch one person or two person with your music, whether you made money off it or not, or made it famous, whatever, then. To me, that's what it's really about, because especially when it's like people that you don't really know or you've never met before, and they just come up to you and say, hey, I remember you guys.
What I find is a lot of people will come up to me at clubs, like usually when I go out, because I write for Highwire Days magazine. So, Ken will send me on assignments to do reviews for the magazine, so I get on the Whisky free, which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's usually when I go there, people act scared of me and just standoffish, and I'll see them from a distance. I'll kind of look out of the corner of my eyes, and they're looking at me. And I'm like, why don't they talk to me? But then when I start kind of getting a little buzz on and drinking, they all come up to me like, Tony, man, what's up? I'm all, like, I don't know what it is. It's a strange aura comes out.
Yeah, I'll get chicks that friend me on Facebook. And, I remember you back in the day. I'll be like, did we sleep together?
Oh, yeah. That's what you say?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't remember you, but did we sleep together? I don't have any kids, right?
Did any of them say that you did?
No.
Oh, that's cool.
I had one that's like, she's like, I think Nancy. She was like, yeah, I was always obsessed with your neck for some reason. Like,
oh yeah, Nancy.
Yeah.
Good old Nancy.
Yeah. She lives up here in Portland now. We've hung out a few times. And
oh yeah, you live by her, huh? How far is she?
Yeah. She lives in downtown Portland, so it's a little bit of a ways, but she has this club called Ming's that she always like does karaoke at, and so like she invited me there one time, and then I hung out. I did a karaoke song. I can't do karaoke. I always feel awkward, like I have to be in my element to sing, but finally got talked into do it. I just did like a Depeche Mode song that
really?
Enjoy the Silence.
Yeah, I can see that. Did you sing it good?
Yeah, I wish I would have filmed it, but I didn't. Yeah, I think I sang it good because it was like my comfort zone, singing the low voice.
I could probably sing that shit really good.
Yeah,
spot on, I bet.
Yeah, I've heard your voice on that album on your Wroughts, and because you used to like always make fun of you, like, oh, his voice sounds like Michael Sweet or something, or like it was real high, like real pretty sounding, But no, it sounds like you're actually.
I have like probably 7 different voices I use.
Yeah,
it's real.
Like you're now incorporating different voices, which is good. I mean, because you've always been a good singer. Just your voice was always kind of weird sounding in the music that we were doing at the time,
I mean, I was never a singer. I'm still not a singer. I've learned how to find the melody and keep it slightly on pitch at least.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned about
studio trickery helps too. Technology.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's one thing I've always thought about singing is like you have great singers who are they're singers, but then you also have singers like guys like David Lee Roth or somebody who's just like their voice. Maybe they're not great singers, like vocal wise, technical wise, but their voices fit the music that they sing. So like I'm not a great singer. I have my own voice, but my voice just fits the music that I write or that I sing, that I perform.
But I think one of your more recent masterpieces is Belladonna.
Yeah, I
love that song, man. That's like
thank you, man. Yeah,
kind of untoppable, I think, so far. I mean,
that's my stairway to heaven. You know, like I'll ever top it. And it's so weird how it came about. It was just like something like I woke up one morning, I had the melody in my head. I worked it on guitar. It was like very basic sounding. And I was just learning how to record it with that Soundtrap program.
But I was super impressed with that one, dude. I think that's my favorite out of everything you've done. Like,
yeah, thanks. I'm gonna try to capture it again.
Really good, dude. Like, amazing song. Like,
it wouldn't have been what it was if Paul Merrill didn't give me those lyrics that he wrote. I mean, I just said, hey, do you have any lyrics that sound kind of gothic? And he's like, yeah, try these out. And
I bet he's proud of it, right? To be a part of it.
He totally is, and he even gets a cut of the royalties, the streaming royalties, which you don't get much. And I think I made about $40 off the song so far, 25,000 streams. You know, but look, I guess that's 25,000 people listening to it. That from around the world. Yeah, yeah. So black metal, man, that's what we're talking about today.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Real quick, we were talking about Willow Wisp.
See my shirts in the back.
Oh yeah.
My vision's so blurry. I don't know if you see.
What you got?
My Ackercock shirt.
Ackercock, oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, there's Celtic Frost. Ackercock right there.
I got some Celtic Frost.
I don't know what the hell that is. Can you tell what that is? Is that a mask? Dude, my vision's so blurry. Oh, there's what team.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see because the box is a little bit small, but yeah. Nice. Your room looks like the record store that I go to, Second Avenue Records, because they have like just records and tapes everywhere, all like.
Dude, I can tell you all around my room maybe before the interview's done. I can just if you want to see it, I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Yeah, if we could do that.
It looks like I kind of look at it like a cheap knick-knack store of metal and horror from like the mid '80s.
You're gonna be like
an old store you'd walk into in some weird town that's been abandoned for like 40 years.
Dude, when you're like 80, you're gonna be like that Forrest Ackerman guy. You're just gonna like start charging people to come in and see your room.
But I'm trying to quell my collection, like not go so overboard. And I'm really concentrating on saving money.
Yeah,
I have what I call a 6-year plan where I'm gonna retire and not work anymore. And I'm gonna have a lot of savings saved up. If I don't die before then, hopefully not. But and then I'm gonna retire and find somewhere peaceful to live and fish and like have my own fruits and vegetables in a garden, grow my own food, and just crazy stuff like that. It's going to take me 6 years of hard work to get this mass amount of money I need saved to do it properly, you know?
Yeah. You can have a cat at least.
My future plan.
You can have a cat or a dog at least with you.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Remember Rot?
Yeah. Good old Rot.
Yeah.
Dude, I go through phases where I obsess about people I've known that have died and animals. And Sorry, I got a thing on the screen.
What's the trip with me? Like,
I got a message. Did it show up on the screen?
No, it didn't show up.
Oh, cool, because I had to do that. So.
Yeah, I trip out on Facebook. I'll have like friends I don't hear from for a while, and I go check out their profile, and it showed that they passed away. I'm like, well, holy cow. You know?
I had like Robin. That sucks.
Robin. Rest in peace, Robin.
I always think about her all the time. She was a big supporter.
Same here. Like she was like, it's out of nowhere. Like, matter of fact, let's dedicate this show to Robin. Robin Souls, man. She was a big fan of metal and black metal. I think your thing froze up, Tony. Boop, boop, boop. Technical difficulty. Okay, till we get Tony back, let's do this. Let's jump into a music video. And we're going to get back to some... Hold on here. Woo! Here is Osagram. Yeah, we got Tony back.
Hey,
there he is, man. There we got Tony back. So we had to show some videos. We already know that's going to happen. Little technical difficulties and all that good stuff.
Dude, the screen got smaller all of a sudden.
Oh, is it? Oh, damn.
Really tiny now. It's cool.
Huh.
That was a sick video. I like that video.
Yeah, that shows that that's one they're due for a new album. They're due for a new album. It's been a while.
Actually, the EP I think is a total masterpiece.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've heard.
And then the full length is like I like it, but I think it's like 10 levels below the EP. The EP is incredible.
Really? I went to check out
the melodies are so freaking dark. It's just every song is memorable and stands out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that singer, the chick is hard to work with or whatever, but I don't know. So somebody was telling me they interviewed her and she was kind of a sort of a but I don't want to say
she's very stern. She like just sits like this with glasses on. She's just like
very serious.
The new album came out and it's very good if you listen to it.
Yeah. She sounds like
she's like alive? No. Already.
She's like a chick you don't want to fuck with, man.
I'm full of life and energy.
Yeah.
No, she's cool though.
I gotta save it all for the stage, and then on stage she's real mellow too.
She's kind of I don't want to say boring on stage. She's badass, but she's not very movable. She's very like statuesque, you know.
I noticed that too.
But she has a good presence, so it makes up for being kind of bland, I guess.
Maybe that's her angle. So so we were talking about Robin passing away. I want to dedicate the show to her because she was such a loyal metalhead.
R.I.P. to Robin.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace. The Willow Wisp documentary that we have in the works, man. What are your thoughts on that? How should we do it? What are we looking at, man? I'm thinking like late 2024. That'll signify 40 years since you and I formed the first.
We should actually try to get it released on the date of formation.
What do you think that would be?
The trick is I don't remember the date we formed.
We'll have to make one up because I know it was like after September. Because when you and I kind of started hanging out and meeting, like that's when you saw me with that cross in my ear, the long chain cross, remember? And you're like,
oh yeah, that was cool.
That's cool. And you asked me if I played guitar, and I'm like, I think we were walking home from school. And I still remember, I could still visualize in my head exactly where we were at. We were walking towards, where the old arcade was and 7-Eleven on the corner, down Winton Way or whatever. There was that little dirt path. Yeah, we were walking.
I keep thinking of the day at school when you had the guitar magazine with Jakey Lee on the front.
That could have been it too. Like, 'cause I just remember
you had the purple Converse, remember?
Yeah.
And you're we did that across the schoolyard. We did that bird call. Like,
Yeah, and I remember when you asked me if I played guitar.
I got the new guitar magazine with Jakey Lee on the cover.
Yeah, and I was like, because he's what made me want to play guitar, and I even lied to you, like, hey, do you play guitar? I go, yeah, but I didn't really even have a guitar at the time. I ran home, Grandma, these guys want me to be in their band. I
thought it was cool too. You had that hanging like earring. I'd always look at that. Cool, look at that. Dude.
Yeah, like I dressed
I'd
like
obsess over that freaking earring, dude. I just stare at like.
I don't even know why I wore that. It was because my attire was like dressed in like a surfer, like I like the whole Spicoli type of thing. I was trying to be like Spicoli because I really like that movie a lot. And
so I'm just wondering if you walk like that on purpose with your foot turned in.
I started to. I did it. I started to walk on purpose like that, and I think it ended up kind of becoming like my way to walk. And they call it pigeon toed, I guess.
Yeah.
So Willow Wisp. Yeah, Willow's documentary. You guys should think of a cool title, but the guy that we have pinning it, if anybody out there is Kiss fans and ever seen the series Kiss Through the Years, I think he's up to like 5 or 6, part 5 maybe by now. He does these really cool Kiss documentaries, and he's kind of really popular in the Kiss world. And he's even been mentioned on Eddie Trunk a few times, not his name. Yeah, Eddie Trunk's talked about his series, but he never really mentioned my name. He's just like, I came across this cool documentary because Eddie Trunk's like a really huge Kiss fan too,
Yeah.
And so
he's that big, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty big. The only problem is that whole thing that went down with Sam Loomis. I was telling you about how I got kind of thrown into that, where I was involved, and Kurt Gooch, the guy who actually they were claiming that he stole all this footage from Kiss or whatever, but then Kurt Gooch is claiming that Sam Loomis is the one that stole it and everything. It was like this big old, and I guess Kurt told me, I became friends with Kurt, and he told me that that Kiss even had a file on me because I was distributing all those videos,
Really?
Yeah, like, and Sam Loomis was using me as like a sort of a vessel to get those leaked videos out, or to get those like rare Kiss videos out, And
you don't know who these people are?
Yeah, I kind of know who it is. I don't want to say it out loud because I guess there's a bunch of legal stuff going on, but I'll tell you in private who I'm pretty sure Sam Loomis is.
It's probably Gene Simmons himself.
Yeah, right.
Setting up plants, to like get promotion for the band before they retire.
Yeah, but this guy Necronomia, I can never say his name right, but anyway, he's the one that does the Kiss Through the Years, and he's had his YouTube shut down by Kurt Gooch and everything, just because he uses a lot of unauthorized footage and stuff. But he still has his website. So him and I became good friends just through this whole Sam Loomis thing and through my Kiss Army's Revenge group. And so, he's a talented filmmaker. He lives in Finland. And no, I think he's in the Finland or the Netherlands, one of those over there. And don't even know what the guy looks like. He's a total mystery. I don't know if he seems like he's a young guy, like in his early 20s, but nobody knows what he looks like. He's a very mysterious guy, but he's a really talented filmmaker.
I know who it is. Marcel.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Remember Marcel with Rebel Rebel?
I had to block it. You're talking about Marcel from Rebel Rebel or Marcel from our
Marcelo, remember the old bass player Rebel Rebel? He carried the suitcase around.
Oh yeah, Marcelo.
Yeah, and he'd act like Paul Stanley on stage.
Oh yeah.
Marcelo, remember? He got buffed later on.
Yeah, is he still in Rebel? Yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
he's been out for a long time, but
good looking guy. Like he was, always remember he was like a good looking guy.
Yeah, maybe it's him. I was thinking maybe it's him.
Yeah, could be.
But that name, the Gooch, right? You know where the Gooch comes from, don't you?
Yeah, from the Different Strokes, but this is actually his real last name. The Kurt Gooch is his real last name.
I'm thinking maybe it's a code name, like, and he got it from that, and he's waiting for someone to bring it up.
Yeah,
that's from a TV show that nobody has yet but me and you.
Yeah, maybe, right?
Could be.
Yeah. So the documentary, I'm thinking like we could do it like, it's going to be like, I really wanted to be special and do really well as far as the way, it just matter of like getting people that were in the band before. I like to get, like guys like Gabriel to maybe do some talking, or, obviously Jimmy Tucker, our old bass players, and some of our fans. We can get some of our fans in there to and talk about each, because we had so many different eras of the band. We had the Jimmy Tucker and Tony and Eric, and then we went into Hollywood and we had the Bullet, you and me, and we had also and we went into Glenn and Raven and you and me, and then the whole Ibex
and the main mystery man of all. You know who the main mystery man is of this whole thing? Yes.
Who's that?
Long blonde hair.
Oh yeah. Who was that? He was our bass player, right? Like, what was his name again?
Bandon.
Bandon, yeah, that's right.
Remember him?
Yeah, like I was thinking about him. Like I was trying to think of his name. I remember we had him for a little bit, right?
Yeah, so I got pictures, like a photo shoot we did with him, like the actual photographs.
Are you still in touch with him, or is he still like?
I haven't seen him since back then.
Yeah, I mean,
remember he shoved me against the wall. He's like that time.
Oh yeah,
that's against the wall. He's like, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, that's right. You guys.
You up, and I kicked him out. Yeah, fuck, you're out of the fucking band, asshole.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I do remember.
He tried to start a fight with me, dude. He totally pushed me against the wall and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you run this band.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You fucking pushing me, dude? Like, fuck, out of the band. You don't remember that?
Tony was, man. Tony was making enemies. I always had to clean it up. Like,
you were there, but I didn't even do. Well, maybe back then. I'm a totally different person now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
More professional.
Yeah, we all.
But back then, dude, I was just like insane.
Yeah. Well, because
it took me till I was probably mid-40s actually get a grip on like mature.
But we always joke that like never give Tony alcohol after midnight, because that's it's like the Gremlins. Never feed him after midnight, because you.
But actually now I'm a good drinker. I don't even drink. I never did, but when I drink to be social, I'm cool. I'm like I haven't done crazy shit for probably 15 years. So.
You don't try to fight everybody like you used to.
I don't do that. I think my brain was slow in developing in that sense, but I learned.
But some people are like that. Some people, when they drink, they just turn into a completely different person. And obviously, I was the same way, but but I just became so numb to alcohol. It was just you couldn't tell if I was drunk or not most of the time, because but I still had it in my system. But yeah.
Well, so I never did drugs or smoked or any of that. So.
Yeah, definitely experimented.
I mean, I experimented, of course, like anybody, but I don't think I have that addictive gene that my dad had, where he was a total alcoholic, smoker, and like I think he did drugs too. But luckily, that didn't transfer to me. Or my brother Joshua got that from him, because he's had a lot of trouble with alcohol, and like he smokes pot.
Yeah, he's reached out to
Ryan. Remember Ryan, my youngest brother? He's like a total pothead.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ryan on Facebook in a long time, but I remember Joshua's reached out to me a couple of times in the past, like, saying he struggled a little bit, and I haven't heard from him.
Spencer makes a ton of money. He lives by Folsom Prison in a condo, and he's like, very well off. He speaks like 4 languages fluently. He's a language teacher.
I remember he was like in Japan or whatever for a while, and What about your mom? Is your mom still with us?
Yeah, she's doing good. Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Your dad too?
I haven't talked to him since my grandma's funeral, like in 2010.
Yeah, been a while. Yeah.
He just looked at me. He's all, "Toe," and shook his head, like looking. He just staring at me. I was, "Oh shit, there's my dad." I was like looking at him because he looks like Chuck Woolery.
Oh yeah.
That's like an older Chuck Woolery, with gray
hair. Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, shit, Dad. And I always felt uncomfortable around him. You know, your dad, you haven't seen him. It's just weird.
Yeah.
He looked at me and go, oh.
Yeah. He's still
like
a
that,
freak.
like, you know, like thinking that, like, oh, God.
Yeah.
It's like,
Never
he
gonna
was right.
change.
Ever since high school, he never changed. I guess he
Yeah.
got the upper hand on old Dad and won after all.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know, 'cause back then he tried to change me. He wanted me to get into sports, and wrestling, and all the shit I didn't like.
He was our substitute teacher a few times, and
I guess I won out on old Georgie Porgy.
Yep, good old Georgie Porgy, man.
I remember one time I was walking down the hallway. I was probably like 15, and I was just messing around. I'm all, good night, Georgie Porgy. He's all, come back here. I'm all, what? And I started getting all scared. He's all, what the fuck did you say? I'm all, Georgie Porgy, don't ever fucking say that again. Dude, he's all steaming pissed, like he's gonna punch you. All right, I was all scared. Dude, he is violent. He was like just aggressive. Like he's gonna like kill me or something.
Yeah.
Just because I said, all right, good night, Georgie Porgy.
Yeah. He probably had like a lot of insecurities and shit.
So, I think he still drinks to this day, dude. It's like horrendous. And he's still alive. He's like 76.
Yeah. Damn.
Crazy, huh?
I'd probably still drink if I knew I could do it and live like some of these people, like, you know, but I knew if I would have kept drinking, like, you know, when I woke up homeless in Van Nuys in 2011, before I came up here, I was like, I knew if I stayed in that situation, I was either going to be dead, jail, or on Skid Row. And I was already almost on Skid Row. I didn't want to be there. So I just said, hey,
I'm glad that you got everything together. You're doing really good.
Yeah.
You're a survivor, man. You're lucky. A lot of people don't survive that shit.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It was pretty much.
Thank you for apologizing to me that time when I kicked you out. But
it was
had
hard
to be done, you know. Like
it was hard at first. Obviously, I had resentment for a long time, thinking, "Oh, motherfucker, blah 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 blah," you know. But then I
thought you were gonna try to kill me. You leave those crazy voice messages, like
I was like, it was, and I thought like, well, anyway, I always tell people like, you know, the plan was get kicked out and get sober and start my own band, but that never happened. It just got you know worse and worse and worse. But then, you know, over the years, obviously, when you get sober and you start thinking about, you know, your past and everything, you become like you start to forgive yourself, but then you also forgive other people, and then also, you know, you realize that, damn, I would have kicked myself out of the band too, you know. At that time,
you remember that time? Can we talk about this personal stuff?
Like this is you don't
care.
I don't care. This is I love happening
too like sensitive or whatever.
Nah, that's what makes the ratings, man.
Right. So I don't want to like say anything you might take weird or whatever. But remember that time you passed out in the alleyway?
Oh yeah.
By Amp?
Well, probably one of the times.
And we had to like pick you up, and you were like dead weight, dude. Like, oh, we gotta get someone to lift this dude. Like, we had to get 3 guys to lift you, dude. You're just dead to the world. Like,
yeah.
That was crazy. Like you weighed like 1,000 pounds or something.
When was that again? Like that was you with who else was?
Because I remember, Andy was in the band then.
Oh yeah, it was when Andrews was in.
And we came in the studio, and you're all like falling off the mic, and you all started an argument with Andy. You're like, yeah, dude, like the fuck, like all you do is shred, dude. You don't know about emotion. He's all, what are you talking about? He looked at you like, oh shit. And then he looked at me like, oh god, here we go again. Oh man, like great. Now we're gonna go through this again. I mean, we were just thinking this. And then you were playing, you dropped your guitar. I'm like, oh, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
That was crazy, dude. That was the day you passed out in the alleyway. You're like, I'll be back, dude. So I got to go take a piss. Yeah. And you're gone forever. Where do you go? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did that a lot. I was like, I got to go do this or do that. And then I would end up, what I was really doing was, I can tell you guys now, you know, I was going down to a little pizza place down the street from the rehearsal in North Hollywood. And I was just getting drinks and shit, and then going back to rehearsal.
It's so strange. Like,
I don't know.
Within your psyche to make you do that.
It was just like, I think it was like, you know, you get so used to like being inebriated, like you feel like, well, this is what I have to do to function, or this is what I have to do to perform. And and it just, that's what the alcohol does. It tricks you and it lies to you and it makes you, you know, believe something that you shouldn't be believing, you know, obviously.
So, you know, me and I know music's precious to you too, but I was just secret with like, never drink before a show, never drink before rehearsal. After, I mean, you shouldn't anyways, unless you can handle it, but that was sacred to me. It's almost like, okay, let me drive this complex roadway and drag race 100 miles an hour and zigzag down here, but let me get wasted before I do it. I'll do it better. More than likely you're gonna die or get fucked up. So if you go in clearly, you're gonna do it professional, and it's gonna be a good race.
Well, there were those times where I would go on stage.
Music, you know?
Yeah, that's where there was times I would go on stage drunk and you know, obviously make a fool of myself. But I remember you guys sitting me down and say, hey, we don't care if you drink, just don't drink before you go on stage. And I started doing that, and I did notice a better performance. I was doing better, but obviously at the end of the day, I was still pretty much a waste case. And
it's weird because maybe you tricked me a lot. I don't know how often you did it, but I never really noticed too much.
Yeah, that's the thing about an addict is like you just get really good at lying and tricking. It's just like, and it's just so you become something you're just not even like, obviously to get clean and sober, I had to really dig deep to find that Eric that was there before all that shit happened.
Where'd that all start for you? Do you think what started on that path?
To this day, I don't know. I still think it's just I just partied because I didn't have any obviously growing up with my mom being mentally ill and things like that. I never really thought about that when I was drinking or doing the the speed every now and then or cocaine whenever I was around gym. Sometimes we'd do cocaine at the Rainbow or some shit, like,
I did all that too, but never got addicted to anything.
But I got to a point where it got really bad, and I think a lot of it just you get to a certain threshold where you think like there's no way. Okay, I'm already this far into it. Like if I quit tomorrow, my life is still going to suck or things are still going to feel like shit. But now I realize I had to quit. When I quit, I had to go through all that sick and yucky feeling. I had to embrace the pain instead of resisting it. Because I used to try to resist it, then I would want to use or drink. But if I embrace it and say, you know what, I need to go through all this pain and suffering that ain't going to kill me. I need to go through it so I can get to the next side. And and I always say we have that diamond inside us that we have to just pull out because the real diamond in real life, before you see it in the jewelry store, you had to dig through all the mud and the dirt and everything to get to it.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Is that your own analogy, or you heard that?
Yeah. Well, I got it from some guy that I got it from some guy when I was in jail. Like this guy that came and visited us and talked to us about domestic violence and stuff like that. And he said that. He said we all have that diamond. It's like so we all through life we pile all this mud and dirt in ourselves, and you have to dig through and get that diamond and pull it out and let it shine.
You remember that first time we went to jail and there was a Bruce Springsteen.
Yep. I was thinking about
our bologna chest.
Springsteen.
That old fat guy, and he had the bologna in his hair. And he ate it. He's all.
Remember that one big black guy coming? He's like, "Get off my fucking bed."
Oh yeah, that was cool. Remember Bruce Springsteen? He's all, what kind of music you guys like, man? We're all heavy metal. He's all, like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Man, we were so dumb back then, dude. We were dumb kids. We thought it was all funny and shit.
Yeah, you look like Mario from Donkey Kong.
Remember the cop lied to us? He's well, is this a serious crime? How long are you gonna be in? He's like, oh, you guys got at least 10 years or more. But he was messing with us to scare us. We're all planning like, our mom and dad will send us money, dude. We can still keep the band together. And
right.
We'll still be young when we get out in 10 years. Well, we'll not even be 30 yet, dude. We can still do it. All we cared about was getting like free like snacks and stuff. Well, as long as we can get food, fuck it.
I remember you told me that your dad like pawned his TV and everything just to get a lawyer for you, and I ended up just talking to all I did was talk to the judge and say, okay, we'll plead guilty if you let us go. And he said, okay, I'll let you go.
That was funny. Our railroad tie business with George.
Yeah, like we thought they were stray pieces of wood. Apparently, we're stealing from the freaking government. It's facing 25 years.
Crazy.
Good old times. That's why we need that documentary done. We got books of this. We got a documentary. We got a book written. Like we have like 3 books that we can probably write.
I actually went to jail for 3 weeks, if you can believe this. I don't know if you remember, but I went in the library.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was talking.
I was stealing like Kiss pictures out of tore up old rock books.
Yeah,
they had writing in them, pages torn out. Everybody was tearing shit out of there. Like it just looked like
figure why not?
But here's what I used to do. I used to go there and steal the pages out of books, and I put them in the library book. That way, when they went through the scanner thing, it wouldn't go beep beep beep.
Oh yeah.
So that time I fucked up. I stuck them in a magazine I had bought at the magazine rack, and that's what gave me away. It just went off. They're like beep beep beep. Oh shit.
Oh damn.
And I didn't have my ID that day, so they're like, "Whoa, if you don't show us ID of who you are, then we're gonna have to call the cops." I'm like, "Please, I live right up the street. Come on." No, I'm sorry. So they arrested me. Dude, 3 weeks for that shit. Dude, for freaking pictures of Kiss out of a damn library.
I could imagine like people in the gangbangers asking like, "What you in for, homie?" Like, "Oh, stealing freaking."
And I told them, they laughed. They'd go, "Are you fucking serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh man." Dude, and I got out on April 1st. I remember. I was like, "Was this all a joke?" Or...
That's weird. Like, and that's weird because I've landed in Portland, Oregon to change my life on April 1st of 2011.
Oh, really?
And I'm thinking like, no April Fools there.
But that was more like a blessing, you know?
Yeah. Let's get into this, man. Let's get into some Post-Mortem Superstar. What is this band? What is this band you got, man?
I hate those guys, dude. I hate that drummer.
You hate him, man. Let's show a picture of the. Hold on. Can you see this? here's the album you guys have. Which Wroughts?
Yes.
These are the two guys. Crystal Phantom is he's your second Eric, right?
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's also in Black Heron Gallery.
That's good. Yeah. That's why we talk about a little bit of Black Heron Gallery and that with Yehu, Joseph, and a bunch of other guys, right?
Who's the new I went for the Lizzie Borden look in that last picture with the long nails. I was trying to imitate the Visual Eyes album.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
No. What's the video? Me Against the World, remember?
Yeah.
I was trying to kind of get that look of Lizzie Borden right there.
Yeah, I was just jamming that record the other day. I like the way Crystal does his eyes. That's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Artistic dude. Who's a bass player? I always forget his name. I remember you told me before.
His name's Christopher Jackal.
Okay, Christopher Jackal. I say he looks like an evil iguana, man.
Yeah. He's also in a band called Pagan Ritual. Check them out. Cool black metal.
Okay, cool.
Very good. Pagan Ritual.
Yeah. So where does Post-Mortem Superstar fit in the black metal world? Because I know you guys are considered like a eccentric hybrid metal.
Yeah. Well, I would say this: we don't fit in the black metal world.
Yeah. Good answer.
I don't think we fit in anywhere, man. I think we're kind of our own world, you know.
That's a beautiful thing, though.
I'd say, I mean, there's some glam shows coming up, glitter and glam. I'm kind of thinking, should we do them or not, or should I care? So I'm just sort of, because I don't want to get so far out to where people are so confused. I don't know what the hell we are.
Yeah, I mean that's what we did with Willow Wisp. When we played with any band that would let us on the bill, and
I think that was cool. But I kind of want to keep this project a bit more unified and maybe a bit more genre kind of stabilized, but still be diverse. You know, I don't want to go super crazy. Like I don't know.
Now, are you like, is the band trying to get on bigger tours, like with like bigger bands, like more established bands? Like what are the?
We're working our way up. That's hard though. I mean.
Yeah.
Labels have been rejecting us and everything, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because like obviously you probably need some really good management to get or like somebody who can do all the selling for you.
Well, we had Brian Slagel actually rejected us. So.
Oh yeah, oh cool.
Yeah, I got
from Metal Blade.
Yeah. Wait, was it Metal Blade? No, man.
He's a Metal Blade guy, right?
No. I think it was Nuclear Blast. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I sent out to all those labels when we first made the EP. We actually got a couple emails of rejection back. Maybe it was a Metal Blade. Maybe don't print that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up and I'll let you see what it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna edit. I can't edit it out because I don't know how to edit this thing. So Brian Slagle, we do apologize for the.
Yeah, we apologize.
We love you, man.
Someone else.
I definitely want to get that new book of his, Sling of the Blade Part 2 or whatever. Yeah.
But we've been doing better. I've been doing a lot more promotion, getting more reviews out on the internet. It's just
that's cool.
Slow trudge. You know why we're not plants in the industry? You know what plants are?
I've heard the term before, but what's it mean again?
Okay, it's where industry bigwigs, people behind the scenes, they put together talented musicians to form super groups.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like famous rap bands, like you name a million bands, pop band. I'm thinking it's infiltrating the metal world and maybe has always been there and we just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
thinking maybe Motley Crue wasn't organic; it was a plant band where they just set these guys up like a
like an experiment or
like
something.
A boy band, but in a metal way.
Kind of like baby metal.
It could, them. I bet they're a plant band. Like they don't seem organic. Like
I think they are. I did a reaction video on them. Yeah, and I like them. I reason why I like them is because I know that they're kind of a manufactured band. So I just kind of like I look at them more like it's a good production. It's like something that you could just like as like a stage production that But I guess apparently the singer, she's been through a bunch of different bands in the early days. Somebody actually put them together, and they write their music.
No offense to them, but I can't stand that band, dude.
I got into them. I got
the way they look. I just can't take it. I'm like,
yeah.
When they go, the attraction to it? I don't get it.
They got a huge fan base. So I just did that one reaction video, and I ended up getting like 2,000 views.
I'm shocked by that. Like, really, a lot of people like this. I don't get it.
Yeah, and they're passionate, man. Like you say, if you don't know anything about them, they'll sit there and tell me on my comments like the whole history of the band, everything. So I'm like, okay, cool. I dig these guys. I really like them.
I mean, I can respect them. I just personally can't get into it.
But there's a whole movement of those Japanese metal girl bands. And I notice every time I mention them or put them in the title of a video, like it gets a lot of views. Like Bandmade, and there's one Broken by the Scream, which is kind of like I guess they could be like a dingent metal type of or metalcore, which they sound cool. I never found a metalcore band that I like, but I kind of like them because they do it differently. I'm not really into that guy.
Do you think Dead End was a plant band, or you think they're organic?
I think they're organic. I think, yeah. I mean, yeah.
What about Loudness? Nah, they were organic.
Yeah, Loudness.
Some bands, they just came up and like the label actually authentically put faith into them.
Yeah, I think so.
But some bands, dude, you can just tell they're like they're called plants. I'm obsessed with that now because I'm thinking, who's real, who actually came up and fought for it.
Yeah,
and
now you're gonna make me.
Who's a plant?
Yeah, now you're gonna make me obsessed and start looking into it.
You gotta look into it. It's terrible, and that's why I'm thinking maybe me, you, and all of our associate bands people coming up haven't made it.
Yeah.
Like to that level because we're not plants. We're organic. We're true to our art. We're real, actual artists.
That's true. Yep.
So maybe that's the reason. Because sometimes I'll beat myself. Oh, how come I'm not famous yet or bigger? And I'm thinking, that's why I'm not a plant.
Yeah. Have you ever like thought about maybe auditioning for like a bigger band, like just like say if Cradle of Filth needs a drummer? Have you ever thought about doing that? Just
probably be tempted. Tell you the truth.
Yeah. I think where you wouldn't want to do it is because they probably wouldn't let you do what you do because like, what you do is phenomenal. I mean, you're playing backwards. You think
they'd let me play backwards in their band?
They probably would. I think if you were too much of a showman, they would probably be like, obviously, like if say we something like Danny Filth, he wants to be that guy, you know. Yeah. But if you think about like
that, have the drummer way far back. And TMS, I always ask if I can move more close because I'm singing and talking to the crowd. I'm
but then I think about
like
that
one front man, but in the back of the in the back.
But then I think about that one drummer that plays for Vince Neil. I forgot what his name is, but he's real animated on stage. He's like a big tall guy, and I always see him in different bands. So obviously, whatever bands he joins, they let him be himself and. You know, because he's kind of a one-man show. I think
he's fun to watch, but I'll tell you the truth. No disrespect. He's amazing, incredible. But, dude, after a while, it's too much. Like, all right.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we see every song, the whole song. It's like, all right, I'm getting bored of watching you now.
Yeah.
Like, why not save it for certain parts to make it really stand out? Like, whoa, holy shit.
Yeah, he needs to hold back.
He overkill, man. That's like too much.
Totally.
Actually, it's funny. We got one review in Salem's Lot, another band I was in years back.
Yeah.
And the reviewer said, "Oh, the drummer Vince Neil, screw that guy. Tony F. Corpse, he used to be in Willow Wisp. He invented all this shit." Oh no, why do you say that? Like,
What a way you kind of did, you know. Like, obviously a lot of people who would see us live in Hollywood and went on to do their own thing. I'm pretty sure they took little pieces of what they saw from us, and even from you, especially.
Probably,
you know. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, and I've even been told that that's happened a few times, and so you guys have a song called "Invisible Corpse" that I really like, and it's the only one I really found on the YouTube. I did the reaction to it at the Anatomist. I can talk right. Yeah, on my YouTube channel. But "Invisible Corpse," I really like it because it's diverse sounding, and I love the production's amazing. So let's listen to it, and then we'll kind of get into it, and I'll sort of ask you some questions about the song.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. "The Invisible Corpse" by Post-Mortem Superstar.
Kind of makes me sense.
face.
Trying to be like Geezer Butler. Right here on this line.
Everything you ever said.
Yeah.
Whispers and drones in an endless.
Very intense. Very intense sound. Yeah, your vocals there totally remind me of Deccan Dance. Like,
Oh,
singer.
cool.
Yeah, like the.
I actually sang this in a higher register at first, and Crystal suggested, he's all, yeah, man, maybe you should like sing it deeper. I'm all, why? He's all, yeah, it sounds too much like Jim Morrison. I'm all, yeah, I'll try it. So thanks to his suggestion to sing it lower tone, that's why it sounds like that. And I like that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. It sounds a bit darker, actually.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it definitely works. I can't really picture it if you were singing higher. You know.
But now hearing it, it sounds the vocals are a bit too loud in the mix. Maybe I should have had them a little lower. But cool.
Yeah, I think they sound good.
Never documented, less not spoke. Billions of lives
That's supposed to be a crescendo on that part. I don't know if you notice. I come back in, it plays suddenly soft.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I noticed in it.
I think a lot of people might not notice that you're a super nerdy musician, but a lot of people think there's just drops out there.
It's brilliant. Side.
Eternity echoes 80 billion screams. In this eternal vacuum, your life wasn't even a dream. Simple plasma creatures existing just to bleed.
What the heck was that?
That was Invisible Corpse by the Supergroup, the planted group.
Supergroup.
Yeah, they're planted.
I like Crystal's analogy of Post-Mortem Superstar. He's all, Tony, I think you cursed yourself. I'm all, why? He's all, well, you basically set yourself up for after you're dead, you're going to be a superstar. But it's going to take until you're dead before you're famous.
Yeah,
could be true.
Oh, it could be. Yeah. What about the lyrics for this song?
Name? Do you ever heard of the band Hardcore Superstar? They're a glam band from Sweden.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I thought their name was kind of. No, I'm not offending anybody or saying nothing bad because anyone sees it. I thought it was a little goofy.
Yeah,
They're a cool band. But I thought, Post-Mortem Superstar is kind of goofy, taking the piss.
Yeah.
Sort of a stupid name, and I thought, hey, it's sticking with me because maybe after I die, I will become famous. So I set my future up already.
Yeah.
The band name, I don't know. It's got a lot of different connotations in the name. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Plus PMS, premenstrual syndrome, haha. Yeah. It's like funny.
Plus the word superstar, you don't associate that with like black metal, death metal.
That's cool.
They think like, well,
you can picture it as a glitzy logo, like a big band, a pop band almost.
Yeah, like if you saw the name,
logo, super black metal,
Yeah, like if I saw the name and didn't know the band, I would think it was probably like a industrial, those typical like industrial type bands or whatever, or industrial.
That's cool, right?
Yeah, which is cool.
I like that dichotomy, mixing things that don't.
Yeah, like Death Star
mix properly.
Like what's that one band? Death Star All Star or Death Star something, whatever. What's that one band?
Death Star, Death Spell Omega.
No, they're called Death Star or something. There's
a band
kind of glamish. Like, yeah, the Death Stars.
The Swedish goth metal.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I think of Post-Mortem Superstar, if I didn't know the band was like how it was, I would think it would sound like that or something.
Yeah.
It's just because the name Superstars, and that's cool though. So tell me about the lyrics. What is Invisible Corpse? What's it about? You're the lyricist. You're the mad genius behind the words, man. And the song.
Invisible Corpse is basically, it's very metaphysical.
Mm-hmm.
So it's trying to take the idea of what's going to happen after you die. What's truly going to happen after you die? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
And what were you before you were born? So basically, after you die, you're pretty much invisible.
Yeah.
Through time, you're just remembered through pictures and recordings of your voice and memory. And before you're born, you're basically nothing. You're just. So it's hard to describe. It's just saying that we're basically nothing in the grand scheme of eternity.
Yeah.
So say 10 trillion years goes by in eternity. Were we ever born? Did we ever die?
Yeah.
In that consideration of something so big and complex, it's very hard to describe, but the lyrics are simple but effective. It says, Invisible Corpse, were you ever born? Invisible Corpse, did you ever die?
Yeah, I like that. It's something I've been thinking about, like when I was thinking about, like, I'm doing these YouTube videos, and I put out music every now and then, and I'm thinking, like, I don't care if it's cool if I get a lot of views and get a lot of attention for it, but I'm looking at more like, I know I'm going to be dead soon, and I'm going to be living on the internet forever. For the people who did care about me, they'll always be able to see the stuff I did. If they didn't care about it then, they'll care about it later,
Now, here's where the Invisible Corpse comes into that theory. Now, you know that human beings aren't going to last forever on the earth. The earth isn't going to last forever.
Yeah, AI is
So
going to take us
essentially,
out.
when the earth is gone and everything we created is gone, aren't we all invisible corpses?
Yeah, pretty
Because we're
much.
dissipated to complete nothingness.
Yeah,
Just like going like that and then disappearing forever. We were never even born.
yeah.
So that's what Invisible Corpse is about.
I mean, I believe we're heading towards the next evolution, which is going to be artificial intelligence. That's going to take over the world. We're just not going to be humans anymore. It's just going to be all artificial intelligence.
Yeah. So see, like, just picture, say, when the Earth is no more. Where does all this go?
Yeah.
Does it go anywhere? It never was, because there'll be nothing left.
That's true.
That's what Invisible Corpse is about. So
Cool.
it's very complex. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe.
So who wrote the entire song? You wrote the entire song, the arrangement and everything as well?
Everything.
Cool. That's cool.
You know, Crystal played the guitar on the album. I was gonna do it, but I don't want to take like everything away, just me. So I'm all, you play the guitar. I could have done the whole freaking album myself. Like,
you don't want to be like Tobias Forge of Ghost, play everything yourself and then just hire a bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he wrote 2 great songs. He wrote Oasis in the Ether and The Steps of Life, which are amazing songs.
Yeah.
He sang those. He sings parts on the other songs, like some of the cleans and the suicidal like vocals.
Yeah, he seemed like a talented dude, man.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
We mesh very well because he's more into post-punk death rock. But he likes like really raw DSBM black metal, like Life Lover.
Yeah.
He likes the early shit like Emperor, Burzum. He loves Burzum. He likes more of that style. Where I like that and all that shit too, but I'm very diverse. So
yeah.
But my whole thing is more chunky riffs, like early '90s death metal type stuff.
Yeah.
But then I go to the real gothy, like Invisible Corpse stuff, whatever that is. So
when did you start taking
my Cure influence and all the old stuff comes through on that?
Hell yeah. That's the first thing I noticed at the beginning of the song. It totally reminded me of something off The Cure, like, you know.
Oh, really?
About Disintegration. Yeah. It's got that total vibe, you know. Yeah. It's got that total vibe. Especially, I love songs that do that. They take a long time to build up the mellow, and then it gets into the, you know, and again, like your vocals totally remind me of the Deck and Dance guy, you know, or at least the phrasing and the way it sounds. Like you made a good choice going with the low voice on that one.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of Typo Negative comparisons.
Typo Negative, yeah, I can hear that. I don't listen to a whole lot of Typo myself, so that's probably why I associate it more with Deck and Dance.
Dude, I feel really super bad. I should have prepared. I've been drinking a ton of coffee. I got.
No, you're good, man. I drank some coffee too.
Just gonna mess the whole video up, or can you
No,
pause the part? Or?
No, you're good. I can't stop or pause, man. You got to pee?
Is there anything you can show or talk about while I?
Yeah. So if you got to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, while Tony's using the bathroom, we're gonna check out some freaking videos here, man.
Sorry, everybody, but man, I gotta piss.
Yeah, Black Man. We're gonna check out.
I'll go get some more coffee. So I'll be right back.
Check out Watain, the Howling.
got back right on time.
Hell yeah, man.
Guess what I got?
Oh,
More coffee.
Nice. More coffee.
Dude, I'm a coffee freak. When I drink some, I start just yapping. Blah, 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 blah.
More coffee, more pee, man.
You drink a lot of coffee?
Yeah, well, I usually have like 1 or 2 cups a day. You know, I was drinking the energy drinks and it ended up getting me like a type 2 diabetes, man.
I was drinking those NOS ones for a while, the coffee ones.
Yeah.
They taste weird though. I don't like. They taste like they got a strange taste.
I was drinking the Bangs. You know, had all the different flavors. But
Bang.
300 milligrams of caffeine per can. I was drinking.
Yeah, dude, that shit was getting me shaky. I'm like, I don't like it too much.
Dude, I was drinking 3 cans a day for like many years. It's like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon.
Were you getting all shaky? Like,
no, I think because I built a tolerance. So I basically had to quit energy drinks the same way I did alcohol. I had basically have a clean day of energy drinks, which is October 17th, 2021. I'm sober from energy drinks.
Cool.
Why? I did I relapsed.
A health problem or something?
Yeah, well, I end up getting the type 2 diabetes where I have to like take medication now, but I'm getting that under control. The good thing about type 2 diabetes is I can get rid of it just by with the eating right and exercise and stuff like that. So, but yeah, at least I don't
thought you like my shirt.
Yeah, who's that again?
You know who it is?
I can't see it because the camera's kind of small, but it looks like what band is that?
Sai.
Oh yeah, Sai. Oh yeah, nice.
Japan.
Hell yeah, brother. I get that album, man.
One of my fan Eros, E-R-O-S. He loves Sai, dude. So if he's watching, what's up, bro? I know you're watching it.
Yeah, about
he
that
loves
album.
our band. He's he's an old Willow Wisp fan too. He's a really good artist too, man. He's like that. I'll show you some of his artwork.
Nice. Yeah, that album, that new album that they came out with last year, it was like number 2 on my top albums. And
Sai?
Wroughts was number 1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the early Sai, like Scorn Defeat and forgot the other ones.
Yeah,
their later stuff too, but they started getting a bit too psychedelic for a while.
Yeah,
they get more back into the metal.
Well, that's what I noticed on that newer album. It was like, but it sounds cool. Like I like the kind of different elements. I was gonna ask you, but so your bass, phenomenal bass playing, man. When did you start playing bass? And how did you even? Because I remember when you started playing guitar, you just kind of did whatever you do on guitar. You didn't like try to learn from anybody, and you just made up your own kind of style. Is it the same thing on the bass, or did you like take lessons from anybody, or did you just kind of learn?
I was taking lessons on guitar for a while in 2014.
Oh, okay.
So I used to live in a studio, in North Hollywood. I actually lived in the recording rehearsal studio. So I had a guy coming down showing me scales and stuff like that. So I learned a little bit, but mostly just self-taught.
Okay, cool.
But dude, I got way better on guitar, dude. Like I don't want to say I'm great, but I'm pretty damn good, you know.
That's good, yeah. You play any guitar solos on the album?
No, I'm not solos on that. I'm not a shredder type. I can play rock solos and melodic shit, but I don't really care about shredding. It's not my thing. It's cool for me. I don't really give a shit about it.
Yeah, I never really have either. I mean, I do it.
I'm more into riffs, dude, like sick riffs, and just I go from like sick, cool riffs that are unique sounding, or just real like dark and melodic and slow gothy stuff.
Yeah, I'm
just my 2/4Ks, you know.
I improvise everything. I never can sit there and like learn a solo note for note, or or do the proper shredding. I'm real sloppy as a guitar player, but I embrace my sloppiness because I've always liked those kind of guitar players. Like because I like to hear bum notes every now and then. I like it because it's real to me, like I don't like it when it's too perfect and like super.
Talk about bum notes. I saw Ace Frehley a while back. Me and my girlfriend saw him. Like I did a review on it like months ago. But it's cool. I like when Ace is sloppy. I look forward to those notes.
Like to me, it's just
dude, he was hitting some bad notes. I mean, like, like totally like wrong positions. Like, it made you just cringe. Like,
especially in the day when a lot of bands, like the rock bands and metal bands, are starting to do backing tracks, and to me, that's gonna be the death of fucking rock, man. When bands start to do that shit.
I'll never do that shit, dude.
Yeah, it's like, people they'll do it as long as people are okay with it. People still go to the shows. It's just gonna get worse. Like the only way it's gonna stop is if people just stop buying tickets, to these shows, and But
I think there's always going to be organic, real bands. That's never going to stop.
Yeah, no matter what. Until AI comes along and wipes us all out. Just kidding. Yeah.
That's kind of scary. That kind of goes back to Prisoners of Technology.
Yeah.
The song on the Willow Wisp. I forgot the name of the album. But yeah, like the lyrics and that, if you read them, I'll send them to you. They're kind of eerily
like that album you guys did with Yahoo and Stigma. Is off of that album.
Wait, you didn't play on
because I don't remember.
The technology. You didn't play on Anti-Human Manifesto, right?
Yeah, that was after me. Yeah.
Well, I had a
song, after you kicked me out of the bed, motherfucker. Just kidding.
But there's a song, Prisoners of Technology. It's like eerily forecasting AI in a weird way, dude. Like the lyrics are kind of shaky.
I think I heard that song. Yeah, because it's on. Yep. What do you? Okay.
That was a sad album, dude. That album was like had some
Mhm.
pretty damn good songs on it, but it's just I think we
Yeah.
opened with the wrong song. I was trying to be all like trying to be a wannabe Nile back then, like
Yeah.
super tech and
Did
have a
that have the
million.
didn't that have the Motley Crue cover on it or something?
Nah, that was on some
Yeah. Yeah.
compilation albums we did.
Yeah. To be
Boy,
honest,
those
I
were
was
terrible,
yeah.
dude. Like now, I pray no one hears those. I'm oh my god, those
Yeah, when I heard the Crue song, I mean, it's cool, but my opinion is like it sounded kind of really sloppy, and it just didn't fit that
yeah.
kind of vocal. Yeah.
The Cruise, the Kiss one we did, Creatures. Oh man, dude, the
Oh, yeah.
Crew one like blows out. That Creatures one horrendous.
Yeah, I think I heard that one too. Yeah, it was pretty.
Because I didn't do double bass. No, Eric Carr goes.
Yeah.
I did it with a single kick.
Oh
And
yeah.
Steve, our bass player, came in. Oh, dude, it's gonna be cool. Don't worry, I'll put effects on. All right, and it was like do. It sounded so stupid.
Yeah.
It just sounded like instead of do, it was like do like that.
Yeah. So Post-Mortem
And then our
Superstar.
singer didn't like. He couldn't sing. He hated Kiss and Motley Crue. Like those two guys hated them. Why do we gotta do Kiss and Motley Crue? Fucking hate them all. Man, just do it. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
And you can just hear it in his voice. Like not good.
Damn.
I'm not proud of those. And Steve recorded it.
Yeah.
He thought he was some engineer and it just turned out horrible. Like,
Yeah. So everybody, just don't get those albums, man. Don't get those recordings, man. So let me ask you this, man.
I don't want people to hear those. That's one of those things I just pray people don't hear. Like, people don't hear that.
They'll come out when you're dead and stuff. They'll release a box set.
But then maybe I shouldn't care, right? Like, who cares?
It was part of, you got to look at it like it was just where you were at the time, and you just get, like, if you didn't have that, you wouldn't know where your measurement was to measure how much you progressed. You got to have something that you can actually measure your progression on, of how far you've progressed. Like, we all got to suck before we get good, no matter what stage of life you're in, You know
what I'd like people to hear is the Bathory cover, even though it's super raw and it has virtually no bass on it or bottom end. It sounds fucking vicious.
Yeah, that's one we got on that album. Like, I got that on vinyl actually.
Doesn't it sound vicious, dude?
Yeah,
that song's.
I kind of feel like I was doing most of the guitar solos. I feel like Roger took, because there's more guitar solos in that than just the one. But because I remember hearing the original, I remember. Yeah, it seemed like he might have cut out a few of the guitar solos. But I think there's only one on our recording, like the one I did, where I was trying to capture the feel of Corlon.
You nailed that solo though, dude.
Yeah,
the way the reverb was, and I think you had the notes perfect. Dude, that sounds just like Corlon.
That's what I was going for, and I remember doing it more than once because there's more than one guitar solo in that song. Maybe Roger thought they were different takes and didn't understand the arrangement. Plus, we weren't that good at explaining things, and I was probably under the influence of something. So, Post-Mortem Superstar, you guys are playing when? It looks like you're playing with Otep.
Yes, and another great band. I got a shout out, Luna 13, dude. Check them out.
Yeah, I've been getting into them. I followed that chick on Instagram, her Bathory chick, where she's got a really cool look and stuff. So I didn't know what band she was in until I saw that she was in Luna 13. So
they actually love our song Invisible Corpse. They praise that song. So they're super cool. I love that band. We played in San Diego with them, open for them. And we traded CDs. I didn't know who they were. I'm like, this band's awesome. Well, yeah, you guys want to trade CDs? Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, she's got a cool look too.
2 days later, he emailed me. I don't know. He's like, dude, I'm obsessed with Invisible Corpse. Cool. Oh yeah, we listened to this album all the way home for like 4 hours, and we're like, man, this shit's fucking amazing.
Because
I thought all good about that. Like, oh, cool.
So it's like the first show you're playing with them, then, huh? Like the first time you're playing with them on the same bill.
Second show with them.
Okay. Okay, cool.
We played in San Diego with them.
Yeah, I might be doing a reaction video on one of their songs. Like I just recently got into them.
They're on Cleopatra Records.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Yeah.
I talked to Tim Yasui the other night at the Whisky, he's one of the VIPs at Cleopatra.
Oh, okay.
Like, dude, why don't you freaking sign Post-Mortem, man? He's like, yeah, send me some stuff. But nothing's really. He said he listened to it. It's kind of cool. He's like, yeah, I listened to the album, and he said it reminded him of Emperor for some reason. Well, cool, Emperor. I don't hear that.
But I noticed Cleopatra's starting to branch out on. They're not just all gothic now. They do like even just some straight up hard metal or hard rock or whatever. I've seen some bands on there.
Luna 13 calls their music black bass metal.
Yeah, I was thinking like industrial, obviously, and there's an industrial aspect to it, but that total, dark wave, I can hear all that.
Dude, I think the music sounds evil. They really got that evil sound honed in, man. It sounds like totally like a horror movie. Like,
yeah, that's what I noticed. Even the videos are cool. And then you guys are doing this eclectic hybrid metal miscreants, Post-Mortem Superstar, Decreasing. They're deceased in concert. Decreased. First 10 ticket buyers receive a blood signed art print from Tony. We'll get into your art, man. So you're an artist.
I gotta slice my wrist and sign it in blood for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna put all this information in the description of the video too on YouTube, so that way people can like,
cool.
And then obviously put your Bandcamp and stuff like that in there, and that way people can buy the CD. Which Wroughts?
Yeah,
which is a play on the word which, and then rots, like like wrought iron fence, or the rots, like it rots away.
Me and Crystal came up with that one day, riding home from rehearsal.
And you did the artwork,
thought of it collaboratively together. We put the words together. Oh, dude, that's cool. Which Rots? That's the album title. Yeah, because it is a play on words. It's like, because people could decipher it in many ways. Like if you hear it, which Rots, like a witch Rots, like ROTS. No, which.
Yeah.
So you mean one in particular, witch as a witch, rots, but they're rotting something, which means they're forming something. They're amassing some kind of potion or solution or a curse or a hex. That's rotting. Yeah. But you hear it as rotting, like rotting away. You know what I mean? So it's a very clever play on words.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And people could draw their own conclusions. And so you did the cover. Obviously, there's like an original part of you did that. More of your artwork, you did what do you call this piece right here?
Old, dude. That was in the Willow Wisp CD, remember?
Yeah, I remember that actually. I remember the one you had with Rott's poop on the thing. You were trying to be like David Lynch or whatever.
I sold that Mac Shrek.
Okay.
When he used to have the Hell House store on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh yeah.
I sold him one with a chick bent upside down with her ass in the air, and I put a piece of shit coming out of her butthole.
Oh, cool.
But it was one of Rott's turds.
Yeah.
So it was like 3D. It looked like she was taking a shit.
Oh, cool.
And he bought the painting like that. He thought it was clever.
Yeah.
He's dead now. He's a Satanist. His ear cut off.
Oh yeah.
But he died like a few years ago. But he bought that painting. I wonder whatever became of that. He thought it was ingenious.
Oh really? Damn. It's probably selling his house. What about this piece? What do you call this? Very, very sexual.
I call that "Please Don't Impregnate Me." No, I don't know. If you read the words on there, it says "Submit to my serum." It says "Don't impregnate me," or if you read the words there, it's just a dick and a pussy. It's basically a play on sex, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know what it is. Just that's just a more recent sketch doodling around. I have a lot more artwork I can show you. Just I got to dig it out and stuff.
Yeah, you definitely, like I said, you should actually. I'm sure you're gonna have a gallery one of these days. There's a serial.
That one's kind of old, but I got to finish that one because the red vine thing in the back looks unfinished.
I think I kind of remember you working on that when I was living with you. Or
that's old, dude. That's from like '95.
Even this, right?
I used to have knives going through that one, like a 3D effect.
Yeah, looks like somebody we used to live with, huh?
Yeah. Ex-girlfriend, first for eternity.
That's what I was thinking. Like I noticed. I know who that is, man. Revenge.
I actually did a ritual, a curse against her with that.
Oh yeah.
And then I finished the ritual by stabbing the knives.
Yeah.
Me and my crazy little devil worshipping one of these days, I guess.
So for those of us who are just now joining us, I'm on with Tony F. Corpse of Post-Mortem Superstar.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes. We've been just chatting it up. And this is a black metal special. Remember, did you see the movie Lords of Chaos?
Yes.
What'd you think about it, man? I got the book too,
you got I have the first press of that book. You have the first press?
I got the newest one because I've gone through 4 of these things. Either I get them and I lend them out, or they lose. So I got the new edition.
I actually have the first press of that one. It was first released a long time ago. I got the first pressing of it.
Yeah. Let's check out this clip real quick. I wanted this totally reminds me of us, dude. Check it out.
Okay.
Don't smile.
This was totally us in the days.
Sorry. This is not a joke. You are terror incarnate. Terror incarnate. The ruler of chaos and death. Yeah. And remember, you have to get your poses right, too. Everyone around you are disgusting, worthless little insects. We are the lords of chaos. Destroyer of worlds. No?
Like us in the 80s, remember?
Italian, John, take our picture. Yeah. We think. Yeah?
Whoa. Fucking homeless in color. Oh my God. John! Anne-Marie, this is Oyster. Euronymous. Sorry. Euronymous.
Are you in a band or something?
I'm the leader of the band.
What band?
Mayhem.
Never heard of you guys.
You will. You will.
You look like Linda Bergstrom, remember her?
Oh yeah.
Fuck, man. Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
That was our parties at the Mike Krimpa's house, right? The Mark Duran's house.
Dude, I gotta tell you, man,
Oh,
that movie when I watched it kind of gave me this very forlorn, dismal feeling at the end, dude. It's kind of uncomfortable.
yeah, me too. Like, especially
Not
like
like, oh my god, it affected me. It's just more like a somber, like, wow, dude, that made me feel like crappy.
yeah, that kind of was.
It's
the
because
thing,
I was
like,
drinking a little bit of wine, like just a little bit buzz, and it affected me in a strange way.
kind of made you feel like kind of like crappy about the
Dude, especially the part got me when
when they kept
what's
stabbing
his
him.
name? When Grishnak was stabbing Euronymous,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he's all, why? He's
Yeah,
like, how was you were my friend.
yeah.
I don't know why that part bugged me. I'm like, dude, that's depressing.
Yeah, it was.
He
Like,
stabbed his head. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
damn, dude, that was fucked
Yeah,
up.
that was the same way. I was feeling the same way.
That part was sad that he just got me and said, we
Yeah.
were friends. He was all sad. Fuck.
Yeah, and you can actually feel it. Yeah, that was directed by the drummer that played with Bathory, from what I understand. Yeah,
Yeah, Frederick. What was his name?
yeah, I can't remember his last name, but yeah, he's a very good director in that. But I thought he did a good job. I thought I wasn't expecting it to be like that good. I thought it was really cool, and I thought Dead, they captured him really well. As far as
It took me like 3 years to watch that movie. I kept
Yeah.
putting it off, just forgetting about. I'll get around to it.
yeah, finally got it on I want to get it on DVD, like a physical copy of it if I can, but I bought it off Amazon Prime or whatever. And yeah, black metal. Let's get into some black metal. Let's check out. Speaking of Mayhem, why don't we look at some Mayhem video? Let's what do we got here? And then we're gonna get into some more questions with Tony F. Corpse. We're gonna play Mayhem. Yeah.
Is that off their what album is that from?
That's from the Damon album, or Demon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the
They're
little
due-
effects they put in there.
Yeah, they're due for a new album. It took me a long time to get into Mayhem's music. I always felt it was like maybe it was at a time where I was in my life where I was listening to it. It just always sounded really jumbled to me, like just disorganized, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, to
more I
tell
hear
you the truth, I'm only into them up to Chimera, and after that,
Okay.
I kind of just lost interest.
Yeah, I kind of like their stuff. I like this album a lot, but
Even
I need to get-
Chimera, I thought, kind of started losing interest, but everything from Chimera back, I like.
Mhm. Yeah.
Especially like Wolf's Lair Abyss, and I really like. Have you heard War or something? The one from 2000 with the dove on the front.
No, I haven't heard that. Oh.
I can't think of the damn title.
Hmm.
But that's a great album. A lot of people rag on that one. It's got a lot of industrial and very
Really?
experimental avant-garde. It's a great album. It's one of my favorites.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah. Post-Mortem Superstar. Do you guys have a new album coming out? Was there any material left over from the last recording that you guys that you are making into songs for the next album? Is there can you give the fans a timeline as to when to expect a new album?
The Future Corpses can expect an album. I can't say.
Yeah, that's where it is.
We're planning on maybe within the next year.
Yeah, just play it
Hopefully
by ear.
by the end of 2024, if not sooner. It's gonna be a while, man.
How long did it take you to come up with which was Wroughts album? Like from the time you said, "Hey, we're going to do an album," until finally you got it recorded, was it like a couple year process, like a 2 or 3 year process, or did it come?
Well, me and Crystal were just writing songs in my room as far back as like 2018.
Okay.
Me on keyboards, him on guitar. Then we'd switch. He'd play guitar, I play keyboards.
Yeah.
So we have the genesis of the band from way back, and we were writing songs. Right now, we have literally we play almost probably 30 songs total that we have like all together. That's including the songs on the EP, but we I think we have about 14 brand new songs that we haven't even recorded yet. Ready to go. And then on top of that, I have 6 songs completely written, just ready to go. They have like overlaying melodies and leads, and they're totally completely ready to be recorded right
so do
now.
you record little demos first just to get an idea of the song? That's kind of what I do. I record like a demo version of it first.
I never record anything. I just rehearse it on the guitar.
Okay.
And I just have it all here. Like that's all I do. I don't record nothing. It's just all in my head.
That's good. Yeah.
I never record physically. I just memorize everything.
Yeah. I always have to record stuff because sometimes I'll forget stuff. But the stuff that sticks with me, if it stays in my head long enough, then I know it's a keeper, you know.
What I do when I have new songs is 2 or 3 times a week, I'll sit down for an hour to 2 hours and go over them religiously.
Yeah.
Like every week, I never stop. And I'll think in my head, okay, here's this part. Now the overlay melody is going to be this, and it's all planned out, like ready to go.
That's good. Yeah, I've been working on the Death Cryptopia album for the past 2 years. Now I don't feel so bad. It takes a long time to get it done. Like,
that's better. It's better.
Yeah, my biggest thing is finding is ever since Glenn moved to Vegas, you know, he had that nice recording studio, but it's like the stuff I want to record, I just can't. It's not going to sound right if I do it at home. Like you know, like songs like Belladonna, the Call Me cover I did. I can get away with those kind of songs recording at home because they don't need like a big metal production. But like when it comes to like the metal stuff I want to do with Death Cryptopia, I need to be in a studio with a real producer.
You know, I was thinking it'd be super cool. Maybe a sign of the future if we survive, but it's just a fantasy of mine. I think it'd be badass if the Willow Wisp doc takes off. I know there's a lot of interest. You know, we could set up a show somewhere at a club somewhere in LA or Hollywood.
Yeah.
I could even book a show at Witch's Brew, which is a club I book. It's tiny. It only holds maybe 80 people, but cramped. And like, it's like the Coconut Teaser size.
Are we talking about a Willow Wisp reunion?
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I think it would be cool.
We could get together physically in LA, or I'd fly out there, we'd just jam and get all the kinks worked out. Do the stage show, like old school Willow Wisp, trash can, chest cutting. I mean, total.
Plan it out. Like obviously, like just stay like a week or 2 down there and just do the rehearsal and then. You know,
but I mean, total old school Wisp, dude. Like just start from where we left off and do like a couple of big shows. And then, you know, print physical DVDs of the product and say, like Willow Wisp back together, first time in 20 years. Whatever.
I'd love to do that. That'd be cool.
Original lineup: Eric, Tony, and Glenn.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Maybe we could get Crystal on guitar, second guitar.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so we had a special guest, Crystal of PMS and BHD on guitar.
I'd have to relearn some of those songs.
Dude, he'd love to do that. He loves the old Willow. He's all, dude, stuff like Animals and the Creatures. That. That's his favorite. He loves the old stuff.
Oh yeah, we could totally like do a cool version of that, like a newer version. Oh yeah, man.
I don't know I mean, you think we have a big enough fan base to make it very successful? That's what I'm kind of thinking.
It depends. You know, like when I was thinking about the documentary, when I was, you know, I always put out little posts and stuff, and they tend to get like a lot of likes and views or a lot of likes and people commenting like, oh, that'd be great. I'd love to see a Willow's documentary. And I think a lot of it's more like, it doesn't matter if the band was popular or not. I think we just got a good story to tell. Like if you think about like a lot of rock documentaries that come out, like I watch a lot of them on bands that I've never even heard of before, but you get caught up in their story, and that's what like makes them really popular. Because if you tell it right and you got a good story, then you know, like look at the Sweet Poison documentary, how they did that really well. I bet a lot of people, and look how many views they got. And I bet most of the only people that really knew about Sweet Poison was us that grew up with them, you know. But they got tons of views and got a lot of interest just because they had that story to tell, and everybody loves it.
Respect Sweet Poison, and it's great what they did. They're a big influence on us. But if you look at it realistically, I don't want them to take this wrong, but it's true. We achieved a lot more than they did.
Oh yeah. I mean,
we went on to record albums on labels. We toured. We were in like numerous magazines, movie soundtracks, books.
Yeah. We've talked about
that. If you look overall what we did, I literally have in my closet maybe 1,000 letters from all over the world when I used to send fanzines all the time. Dude, I still got all those letters of people drawing pictures of us. Yeah. That's a history, dude. That's like thousands of people to know who we are.
And that's what we're going to need for the documentary. We're going to need to show all those. Like, it'd be cool if you could start filming yourself, like talking about, like maybe you could film like yourself, like going through the letters You know, just shoot me videos like ahead of time. And I figured the more we gather, like as far as little videos and clips, we can just figure out how to put it all together. Like
just plan it out. I can have my girlfriend help me film.
Yeah, I can have
the
her.
letters. Like, oh, here's a letter from blah blah.
Yeah, kind of like.
I got mind-boggling. You know, I have everything, right?
Yeah.
I got this gigantic hardbound suitcase, this big, this thick.
Yeah.
The whole thing, you can barely pick it up. Is all Willow Wisp stuff.
That's why you hold
flyers,
the key to the
photos, like you name it, dude.
Yeah.
Like everything's.
So the documentary won't be what it's going to be without without your contribution, because you got everything. Like you have everything that I've lost almost everything, but then again, I was never the one to keep everything like you did. Like there's always somebody in the band that keeps everything. You know, with every band that's around, like there's always that one guy that keeps everything.
Well, that's important for your future, because
you have to.
You got to document your history, because you know, what do you have to show for it if you don't?
Yeah. Your top 5.
All this stuff.
Your top 5 black metal bands of all time.
Oh man, can that be any from now?
Anything, yeah. Anything that.
Dude, this changes all the time, but I'm going to be put on the spot again. Can I take my time, or are we in a rush?
No, you're good. I
got to ask, there's many divisions of black metal. Is this pure satanic, evil black metal? Experimental?
I'm not really big on like subgenres and labels and stuff. I just like, to me, metal is metal. There's black metal, there's death metal, there's obviously metalcore and all those dumb other genres I don't really listen to.
Basically putting it in a box, like one band like Celtic Frost could be a favorite, but they're not necessarily black metal, but they could be black metal. Yeah,
like when you think about Celtic Frost and Bathory, they're more, I see them as like the godfathers of black metal, or like the sort of the forefathers, if you will, you know, because they kind of inspired, you know, that first wave or second wave of black metal, like Mayhem and all those bands that came out after that. Like me, you know, obviously I love Watain, and you know, and like you, I'm always discovering new stuff. I like Karak Angren is going to be in my top 5. You know, Osagram is going to be in my top 5. You know, but then I'm always going to love Bathory. You know, I'm just going to consider Bathory as black metal, because that's, to me, he started that shit.
Okay, so top 5. That's all I get. No honorable mentions.
Yeah, you could do some honorable mentions too. Yeah, it's the black metal episode.
Okay, let me think. Okay, Bathory for sure.
Bathory.
But I only like Bathory from the first album up till Blood, Fire, Death, and after that, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like some of the thrash albums, like Octagon, and some of the.
I still haven't heard those. I need to get all those on, but I haven't really.
Those grew on me. They're like the Saint Anger of Bathory's catalog, but I like them. I'm not really into the Viking metal era.
I feel like the better he got as a musician, the worse he got it musically. It's like, I like him better.
You know, a lot of people praise the albums like Blood, Blood on Ice, and all that.
Yeah.
I don't like those Viking albums. I'm not really.
Yeah, they're kind of boring in a way, but they're good. I mean, they're good for what they did, but you know.
So I'll say Bathory, early Mayhem. No, it's called Grand Declaration of War from 2000 Mayhem. Check that album, dude.
Okay,
it's got a Doug entwined in barbed wire.
Yeah.
It's super industrial and like experiment is very avant-garde. It's really cool.
Yeah, so Mayhem.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Bathory, Mayhem up to Grand Declaration of War, and after that I kind of lost interest. I got to get some new school in there. Osagram, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me get a really, really new band. There's a new band I'm really digging called Cloak. You gotta check.
Okay, yeah. I think
they're very melodic black metal, kind of like Dissection a little bit.
Okay, I've seen their name before.
Is that 3 or 4?
That's like 3 or 4.
That's 4. And my last one would have to be Gorgoroth, I guess.
Oh yeah, Gorgoroth.
I love Gorgoroth.
Nice. Now you turned me on to this band. We'll just play like a couple minutes of them. Darkened Nocturne.
Slaughter Cult. Darkened Nocturne Slaughter Cult. She's also in Bethlehem.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that.
ESPN black metal, dude. That shit's like crazy. Okay. You gotta hear it. It's very gothic too. They got a lot of Cure sounding.
All right, I'm gonna play a minute of it because it's an 8-minute video, but we'll play a minute of it.
So damn
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
I love them, man.
Yeah, I
She has
was
a
gonna ask
very
you.
DSBM black metal voice, you know. So you got the high streaks.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
We're
Is that
very
a chick or
inspired by
guy?
that style. In our music, you hear a lot of that singing too.
Yeah, and she's wicked looking too, like fucking crazy looking. That's what I like about it too. And then Cultus Profano, like I have their album.
They're from LA.
Yeah, I remember that. It took me like I bought this album like a couple years ago, or whatever. Yeah, and then like maybe a couple years later, somebody had mentioned that. So I forget how I found out, but I was like, oh yeah, we did know those guys. Like like
they did a great show. Me and Crystal went inside in 2018. Check this out. It was Cultus Profano open for Osagram.
Okay,
it was sick. That was a great show. I got the shirt from that. But it's weird when we first went in, we had no clue who Cultus Profano was, and it's a girl singer. She plays guitar.
Okay.
So me and Chris are all, not to sound gay or anything, but damn, that dude's pretty hot. It looks like a chick. And then we found out it was a chick.
Yeah.
They took a whole song from me. I'm all, wait a minute, that is a girl.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool looking dude, like femme looking black man. That dude's badass.
To tell you the truth, I'm just now finding out it's a chick.
Yeah. But at first you think it's a guy, but it's a girl.
So which one did we know that we knew from? Because you said didn't they work in Downey or something? That store you used to go to all the time.
Yeah, Dark Realm Records.
Yeah, Dark Realm Records. That's right.
They're owned by Sadistic Intent.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So
dude, have you ever checked out Sadistic Intent?
I have before. I haven't heard them in a long time, but I remember back then.
Check them out, dude. They're self-financed, promoted. They've never been on a big label, and they tour Europe, and they pack like places when they play Europe.
Yeah,
they're huge. Yeah, they've been around for like 40 years.
Damn.
Or they formed in like 84, I think, actually. But they're two brothers, so the bassist, singer, and the guitar player brothers.
Yeah. What do you think about the band Blackbraid? They're Native American black metal.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me a while, but I'm warming up to their music.
Yeah.
But I keep hearing that the singer has a rich girlfriend. She does like everything for the guy, like kind of babies his career. I'm like,
okay.
Don't quote me. I could be wrong, but I mean.
No, yeah. I don't know. Like I just kind of got into him last year. That went on one, and I guess they just dropped a new video today.
Yeah, I'm checking out their stuff. They're cool. Not really one of my big favorites, but I like them.
Yeah. And what do you think about Squid Pisser? I just got into that band.
I like that. I hate that.
What's crazy about them is if you listen to the drums and the guitar, like they sound like they're just making a bunch of noise, but if you listen to it, they're really doing some intricate shit, man.
That's what I was thinking. It's just so uncatchy. There's nothing to like grasp on. It's just like.
I was like,
it kind of just goes like this for me, not over my head, like stumping me. Just more like I don't hear anything. Like, what is this?
Then they got another band called Cancer Christ, which I guess is like the same. They're all like the same guys. It's crazy shit.
To me, it's like too comical. Like I don't like comedy stuff in music.
Yeah,
That's why I can't stand Steel Panther. I can't stand.
That's why I can never get into Ward, because Ward's like I just can't get into like their. I mean, I saw them live finally, but they're pretty cool. But
live, that band Knack Sabbath, fucking can't stand those guys.
You don't like them? I like them. I don't really listen to the album that much, but I bought the album just because it got the cool pop up. Like
I hate the way they look. Their sound so goofy.
Yeah.
Like Gore is another band I can't stand. I can respect them, but it's just I can't like it.
Yeah,
like me and Steve, our old bass player used to argue in Willow Wisp.
Yeah.
He'd be like, dude, I don't understand, Tony, how you can like kiss, but not Gore. I'm like, Gore sucks, dude. Like, compare to Kiss. He's like, yeah, Kiss sucks. So they just play rock and roll. You're wrong. Have you heard their whole catalog? No. Listen to it. He has no clue. He hates Kiss, so he doesn't know their, diverse Kiss is, right?
Yeah.
Dude, they're all over there, from progressive to disco. They're like very diverse.
Yeah, Kiss is always going to get like that. Unfortunately, they're always going to be just seen as like an image band to people who aren't into Kiss like the way we are.
Yeah, because they're clueless. They're like, oh, they plays rock and roll nice. Like, dude, no, you got to listen to their whole catalog.
Yeah.
Or else they're clueless. They have no clue what they're about.
Well, we're going to check out a new video that just dropped. You say you're not a big fan of them, but I just got into them, and it's Blackbraid. We're going to check out Blackbraid's new video.
All right.
Here we go. You'll be a fan.
Have a cool image, though.
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like different for black metal. Nice. We have to pre-order that album, man.
Oh, good. I like it, dude. I'm a fan now.
Yeah,
I ate my words. I wasn't saying nothing bad. I just heard some stuff, but
yeah.
that was good. I like
Yeah,
it. I love that
Yeah.
chord, dude. That made the whole thing that.
And they sound more raw
That
than
was
they did on
great.
that first. Yeah, they sound
I'm
more
a
raw
fan
than they did
now.
on
You
that
got me
first album.
excited, dude. I really like
Nice. Hell yeah. Blackbraid.
I
Get
like
out there
the
and get that new
aesthetic, how
album.
they talk about the Native American culture. And
Yeah, I guess they're from
that's
the
different.
I looked them up. They're from the Adirondack Mountains or something. I guess that's like their tribe or something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
know, there's another band's been doing that
Native.
for a long time, and you remember
Mhm.
who they were. We used to play with them 20 years ago in the downtown LA shows. McConley Cootley.
Yeah, I was just talking about that to our mutual friend on Instagram, the guy that I can't remember his name on Instagram. It's a bald guy with a goatee. He hangs out with he hung out with you guys at one of your shows or something. Little kind of Hispanic guy, huh? Eros, is that it? Yeah. We're just
Yeah,
talking about
he's the guy, the artist I told you. He's a really amazing tattoo artist.
yeah.
And he loves PMS, and he even likes Old Willow Wisp too.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
he's cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. We had a good
But yeah,
conversation. the other
McConley
day.
Cootley, dude, like they were doing that aesthetic a long time, but they're still
Yeah.
around too. I think they
That's what-
reformed a while back.
That's what he was telling me. He's like, yeah, and I was glad to see because he posted like a thing about them, and I was like, oh, it's cool to see that they actually still put out music and they're still active. And because I remember we played a few shows with them, back in the day. Yeah.
Let me check my battery real quick. It says it's at 20%.
Okay, yeah, we'll almost wrap it up. One more
How long
question.
will 19% last?
We got about
At least 10 minutes.
Yeah, because we got about 10 minutes. The show's already going almost 2 hours. So, Mike, last question for your interview would be: you're a music journalist. You write for Highwire Days. Who else? And what was the greatest experience that you? Because obviously the perks are that you get into shows free, right?
Well, I got to shout out Rock Eyes magazine, ROCKEYEZ. I write for them too. They're online.
Okay, yeah, give a shout out to Rock Eyes.
I've been writing for them for 15 years too. So
Yeah.
they're only online. So
that's what I was gonna ask you because you did them way before even you started writing for Highwire Days, right?
thanks to Rock Eyes, I have almost 500 promo black metal and death metal like cardboard album promos.
Yeah.
I literally have a stack this high of them from Rock Eyes.
That's the cool thing is you get free music from just bands you're gonna review and talk about, right?
Yeah, I get into the Whisky free probably 80% of the time. Sometimes they can't get me on the industry list. They're sorry, man, it's already full. But every time I go to a show, I write the owner say, "Oh, can you get me on the industry list?" Yeah, that's cool. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even got to
Well,
pay to get in.
what's one of your most memorable experiences, like of who you met or who you got to review, like in recent times?
One recent memory is Lizzie Borden and the Zeros.
Yeah, you got to see them at the 51st anniversary thing or whatever, huh?
Yeah, we were talking to Lizzie at his merch table. I bought a shirt.
Yeah.
He signed my Murderous Metal Roadshow album.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to the Zeros, Danny and Sammy Sirius.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my 45 signed by them, an old 45 that's really hard to
Nice.
find. It's super rare.
Mm.
He's like, where the hell did you get this? Because I was out in the crowd, like going like this, like he's all on the stage looking at me like, what the fuck's he holding? Well, yeah,
that's
dude,
what
you're looking at me kind of weird from the crowd when I was holding it up.
Mhm.
I'm all, you're looking like you're all pissed off. He's all, no, man. I was just like, what the hell has he got there? Is that
Oh yeah, cool.
Because I was like holding it up like that to him, like going like that.
Yeah.
He's
That's what me about Lizzie Borden, man. Lizzie Borden's one of the guys that like you never hear people talk about, like it's like when they talk about like great vocalists, and he never gets like mentioned or nothing. Like he's like a legend. I mean,
it's weird. He's super cool too.
Yeah, he needs to put out a new album. Damn it, he takes too long to put out albums. I liked his last album. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, Rallis was there. Rallis Khan.
Oh yeah, I just saw him on Facebook.
And you know he invented that 3-face Lizzie Borden mask.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Oh, so he came up with that.
I guess he did all the Lizzie masks.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool. And then he did the Marilyn Manson mechanical albums.
Oh, you know the video where Manson's head's in that garden? His head's like bald and he's like decapitated.
That's
I actually held that head in my hand.
Oh yeah? Oh cool.
I went to visit Rallis when he was on the set. He's all, Tony, I got a surprise for you. I'm all, what is it? I'll close your eyes. Don't open them, dude. Keep them shut tight. I'm all, all right, so don't open. Hold your hands out. I'm all right. I'm all, oh shit.
Yeah.
I held that Manson head when it was done in my hand, like, oh nice. So whenever you see that video, I have kind of a tie-in with that Manson video.
Cool. Yeah, I love Rallis.
I'll send you the link to the video. You can see the head that Rallis designed. I actually held that thing in my hand. Like,
oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Well, yeah. Well, here we are, man. At the end of the show, Black Metal. We had a good celebration. We got to connect. We got to catch up on our old days and tell some funny stories. I think we're gonna have to do this again.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed me that Blackbraid video, man. I think I'm a fan
check them out. Maybe you can go back and listen to some of the stuff that you might have overlooked, because
I was a bit iffy for a while. I didn't really fully investigate it, but that video solidified them. That's a good song. I like.
I noticed in the video, like they took away their white makeup. They were in the older videos. They had like the white makeup with the tribal stuff going on.
And I really like the horses. I don't know that.
Yeah, I thought that was.
But that stood out to me. I'm like, that's cool, dude. In a black metal video, you don't see
that. And it's like they're in the desert, like in the old west or something, but it's black metal instead of they're definitely into their Native American roots and stuff like that. And but I would like to have you on eventually on another show, like where we do like our top like albums of 1984 or something.
Very cool.
Yeah, like I'd like to do like something on that. Like
I can't wait to do the future one.
Yeah,
that's in the future. I always say if we survive, not to be morbid, but I just accept that we're dying all the time. So but if we survive in the future, one day we'll be doing one on the Willow Wisp documentary.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the matter of fact. What I'm hoping that what I'm thinking about doing is, when we get kind of like closer, maybe close to next year, we'll do like a little roundtable type discussion and just like we'll maybe get you, me, and Glenn, and maybe whoever else to just and we'll just talk about the documentary and what our plans for it and things like that, and just kind of like a little roundtable. That'd be kind of cool and get people into it. Because I would like to do like a Kickstarter for it, raise money, because that way we could release it on DVD. Instead of just
so how's the director, like is he talking to you behind the scenes?
He keeps asking me, you got any stuff I can start working on? I was like, I'm still waiting. I gotta wait and get the footage from because
so he's 100% dedicated, right? It's just not like fancy.
No, he's totally into it. And I'd like to pay him something. That's why I would like to get us a Kickstarter going and at least
pay him something.
Yeah, pay him a little.
Kick in some money. I don't care. It'd be worth it.
Yeah, we'll get it going and because I'd like
to probably kick in about $5 or $6 grand.
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, if you do a Kickstarter, what the cool thing about Kickstarter is that you can actually get people involved, and because like I said, if they donate $100, they can maybe get like an autographed version of something or like a print.
Or it'd be sick, dude. I got a lot of
stuff that we can give away.
Multiple copies of original flyers that we never passed out. So we could sign it and give them that.
Yeah. So that'd be certain tier. Like if you donate $50, you'll get the disc and you'll get a signed copy of of a flyer or something like that. Things like that. So
once you just set that up now, set it up, and we'll start gathering money together, and we can send them perks like recordings of the old demos and shit.
What I want to do is get enough clips, like at least get a couple clips where he can put together like a little kind of a trailer, like a little clip, like Willow's documentary come to, and that way we can use that for the Kickstarter. That way people see that it's actually in the works.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it rolling.
Yeah, we'll get it rolling, man. Yeah. So this has been a
That'd
great.
be kind of neat though, man. I mean, think about it, 40 years, dude. That's like
Yeah.
almost half a century.
Like I said, and regardless of how many people's heard of us or not, like I said, we always have our loyal little fan base and stuff. But regardless, it'll take off just because people are like, wow, what
There's
is
a lot.
this?
Trust me. Like I said, the fan mail I have from back then, there's
Oh, yeah.
literally 1,000 letters. That's
Mhm.
1,000 different
Yeah.
people.
And even if we don't get together to play live, we might be able to like, share files and just put together a new song, like a Willow sounding song.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be pushing for the live, actual, physically
Yeah.
live playing.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it old school, dude. Chest cutting,
Mhm.
Jesus stabbing, the freaking
Yeah.
trash can. We're gonna do like Willow Wisp.
I got to get into shape again.
It's gonna be cool, dude. Like I'm talking like old school. I'm down for that shit, man. Like,
Yeah. Let's do
it'd
that
be
shit.
like second nature to us again. It'd be even easier now. As we're way better musicians.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a better singer.
We kick
Better.
even more ass, dude. To be like super tight, you know.
Yeah. And I'll be sober.
Yeah.
Unless I relapse tomorrow, but no.
And the drumming it'll be 10 times better because I'm like 100 times better than I was back then.
But you're on time now. You don't fluctuate.
Yeah. I can play to a click track perfect. Like,
yeah.
Awesome.
We just say this guy's trying to follow us. We're supposed to be following him, but he's trying to follow us. That's why we are.
It took me like, half my life to learn how to be in the pocket.
Yeah, but that's what we got to do. We got to learn, learn before we, life lessons.
Yes.
All mistakes turn into life lessons when you learn from them. Yes. All right, my brother. It's been a pleasure. We're going to wrap this up. So again, where are you guys playing?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you're going to ask. I was going to give another shout out, a show we have after the Whisky, a big one.
Go for it. What do you, that's actually going to be my next question. What else do you have coming up?
Okay, so 3 days after the Whisky on a Saturday, which is June 17th, San Diego, we're semi-co-headlining with The Antichrist. They're from Colombia. Check them out, dude. The Antichrist. You're going to love the way the singer looks. He paints his whole body up. And
badass.
Dude, you're going to love the way he looks. He looks so artistic. It takes him 3 hours to do his whole like corpse paint get up.
Oh, really?
He does his whole freaking body, dude. He paints his whole body with. He looks like an action figure. Check him out. You'll love him.
Oh, I think I saw a picture. I think you posted a picture of him, or I wasn't sure if that was a real person or not.
Yeah, it was. But they're big. It's gonna be a big show. I feel we're playing. There's a band like they're headlining. There's another band before them, but we're before that band, so we're almost like near where they're gonna be. There's gonna be a huge crowd. So I want to shout out that show. It's gonna be in San Diego. Fortunately, I forgot the name of the place, but I want to shout out our promoter Carlos from Evil Sidekick Productions. He gets us a lot of killer shows.
Oh, nice.
He gets us a lot of good shows in Mexico and Tijuana and San Diego. He's a really good promoter.
Hell yeah. Cool.
And then after that, August 12th, I'm setting up a show, Witches Brew in North Hills. It's my own club. I promote.
Oh, yeah? Oh, cool.
I know the owner, but he lets me book my own shows there. So I'm going to be putting on another black metal show there.
Oh, nice. So it's like your own night and whatever. Kind of like
Yeah, we did our first one April 14th. Evilization played, Asphyxia, Post-Mortem Superstar, and Pagan Ritual played the first one. But I'm going to get 5 bands for the next one.
Okay, cool. Yes, everyone go check out. At least coming up is June 14th at the Whisky A Go-Go with Luna 13. Post-Mortem Superstar with Otep headlining.
And let's mention Jerry Dead. I've never heard of Jerry Dead, but I'm sure they're pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, Jerry Dead. Their name's like really small on that thing. Jerry Dead.
Yeah.
And then again, if there's a phone, I'm going to put this in the description anyway. But if you call that number, which that looks like a New Jersey phone number, huh?
No, it's actually Tennessee. It just came with my new phone when I got it, so I kept it.
That's right. 201 is New Jersey, 901. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone trips out like, "Why do you have a 901 number? 800? I came with the phone. I just took it though.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's so weird. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. You don't want to give away your real number anyway. People be fucking spamming you and shit.
Cool. Oh, shit, that's a bad idea. That's
my
phone number for my phone.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess it's all right. I mean, you just obviously you're gonna. Yeah, if you haven't gotten hammered by now, then I guess you're okay.
It shows nobody cares about me, so no one calls anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right, everybody.
That's the beauty of being a real musician, not a plant.
Yeah, yes, not nobody a plant, cares. Man. Post-Mortem Superstar. The band is not a plant.
Yes.
Coming to a town near you, man.
That's why we're huge.
Hell yeah. Big in the hearts of many millions of Americans.
We're working our way up though, dude. We're even getting a lot more press. So thank you for doing this. This is going to help tremendously too.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot of views too. So like I said, I plan on doing this for a while.
I think if you keep this up, man, like within a year, you'll easily have like 5, 10 1,000 subscribers, maybe more. Who knows?
I want this to be like the poor man's Headbangers Ball. We don't have Headbangers Ball anymore, so now we can just play videos and talk to guests. And
well, you're entertaining, you're animated, you're funny.
Yeah,
so
I try to be like
you catch on. Just
Yeah.
keep at it, dude. Never stop. Like, don't lag on it ever. Just do it forever.
It's in my blood, man. I can't stop.
I've seen some YouTube channels started 15 years ago. Dude, they went 5-10 years with like 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
They just kept at it. And now all of a sudden, a lot of these people have like 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen a few.
Sometimes it just takes a certain episode to like get you going and it just skyrockets.
A lot of it's just got to like hashtags, and I just got to put baby metal in every title because I know every time I put baby metal in the title, it gets 1,000 things. Yeah. Even if I don't like it, we'll just put the thing in the title. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Like I said, everybody, be kind to yourself. Be kind to everyone. Because if you're no good to yourself, you're no good to anyone else.
That's true.
Horns up. I can put that in the camera. And peace out. Horns up. Peace out. And catch Post-Mortem Superstar June 14th at the Whisky Go-Go.
Yes. Thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.
We're going to do it again, brother. All right. Sayonara.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cool.
So now